Hello, my name is Mrs. Brown. I teach at South Maple Elementary, and I'm going to read the book, Mrs. Brown Went to Town by Herbert Wang Yi. Some of my third graders made the scene for you so you will understand this rhyming pattern book. This book was written for Moon Angel. Mrs. Brown lives in a barn out back with a cow, 2 pigs, 3 ducks, and a yak. Life on the farm wasn't always this way. Everything changed last Saturday. When riding her bicycle down the street, a terrier tasted Mrs. Brown's feet. In a hospital bed she rested, waiting to be x-rayed and tested. Mrs. Brown sent word in a letter to say she'd come home when she was better. The postman delivered the letter out back to a cow, 2 pigs, 3 ducks, and a yak. All the animals, except for a mouse, voted to move into Mrs. Brown's house. They rang the doorbell to hear the chimes, flushed the toilet 100 times, raced up the stairs, came sliding back down, each one wearing a different nightgown. Took turns bouncing on Mrs. Brown's bed, painted the house in matching barn red. They raided the pantry, prepared a snack for a cow, 2 pigs, 3 ducks, and a yak. Look closely at the scene on the dining room table. In the bathroom they played for hours, putting on makeup and taking long showers. They dried off in front of a roaring fire, warm and cozy, but beginning to tire. Tiptoed upstairs by candlelight, borrowed pajamas to wear for the night. The hospital released Mrs. Brown at 8. A taxi cab dropped her off by the gate. She hobbled upstairs and crawled in the sack. Didn't see a cow, 2 pigs, 3 ducks, and a yak. The floor beneath them began to quake. The walls and the windows started to shake. All this commotion woke Mrs. Brown in time to feel her bed crashing down. Look closely at the bed and the floor. The police were first to arrive on the scene. Fire trucks dispatched from Station 13. An ambulance raced all the way from town and carried away poor Mrs. Brown. In the hospital, she lay on her back with a cow, 2 pigs, 3 ducks, and a yak. The hospital released Mrs. Brown at 10. The doctors waved goodbye once again. Into a taxi they crammed all 8. The driver dropped them off by the gate. She swept out the feathers and hair and charged Mrs. Brown twice the fare. Life on the farm wasn't always this way until Mrs. Brown went to town that day. She now lives in a barn out back with a cow, 2 pigs, 3 ducks, and a yak. Look closely at the final picture. The end.